type video.
Well, on this particular day we decided to have a walk from Saltair Mill onto Shipley. It's not a long walk. It's an interesting walk. There's plenty of old buildings along the canal, and the pathway is very easy to walk on. It's better than the opposite way towards Hurst Wood, where the path is really bad and it's not suitable for mobility scooters or wheelchairs. Really bad. And we're just walking along now and having a look at the Salts Mill buildings. Now this walk towards Shipley is very popular, and at weekend it can get quite busy. The one thing you've got to be aware of walking along here though is cyclists. Now I'm not against cyclists by any means, I like cycling myself, but some of them just don't seem to take into consideration people walking along here, and like we're walking now side by side, you can suddenly find a cyclist very close to you and overtaking you, and you've only just to turn round and you could be hit. If they'd only just give a bit of a warning, or just let people know. Now some of them don't seem to bother, they just cycle on like lightning. There were a couple of cyclists that did actually were really considerate and let us know that they were there, and one chap actually sounded his bell, which it was quite nice. But a few of them just didn't seem to care. I wish they'd give a little bit more warning and be a bit more considerate. Here we have a notice board giving you some information on the canal and Saltair and its area. Now the Leeds and Liverpool Canal is the longest canal in northern England, and it's 127 miles long. It passes through 91 locks with a summit level of 487 feet. At Leeds it joins into the Aire and Calder navigation, and the Rufford branch links the canal with the Ribble estuary near Preston, and this gives access to the Ribble link and the Lancaster Canal. And the Lee branch runs from Wigan to connect with the Bridgewater Canal. Now it took 46 years to build this canal, and the cost was 5 times the original budget.
See,
the canal originates from a proposal in 1765 to construct a canal from Preston to Leeds to carry the woolen goods from Leeds and Bradford, and limestone from Skipton.
Some cottages, yeah. I think they're probably like lockkeeper cottages, or something, waterboard things, something similar.
The Canal Act was passed in 1770, and it was for a route from Liverpool to Leeds via Parbowl, Walton-le-Dale, Colne and Skipton, with a branch from Burscough towards the River Ribble, and a branch from Parbowl to Wigan, a great aqueduct at Whalley, and a branch from Shipley to Bradford. Now, the first part to open in 1773 was the lock-free section from Skipton to Bingley. Then in 1777 the canal was open between Liverpool, Parbold, Gathurst near Wigan, and from Leeds to Gargrave, including the branch to Bradford. After this, everything came to a halt. I think they'd run out of funds. It was in 1781 enough money was found to complete the branch to Wigan and the branch to Rufford. And it was 10 years later, in 1791, that the work restarted on building the canal west from Gargrave. 1794 a new act was passed, changing the route to run via Burnley and Blackburn instead of Whalley. And Fuldridge Tunnel was opened in 1796, making the canal navigable from Leeds to Burnley.
It's like a big warehouse, a one-time warehouse. That looks a bit derelict, does that one, doesn't it?
Now this is another building where the canal barges would have unloaded their goods.
It's certainly derelict, there's nothing in there, whatever it used to be. Shipley clock tower in the distance. More boats moored up.
So I don't wonder it took so long to build. There were that many things to overcome with the ups and downs. The engineering of the canal is different to other Transpennine canals, and most of the locks are concentrated in groups. Tunnels and cuttings are avoided where possible with the canal, following the contours round bends and loops.
Probably.
Some sections, the distance
Kind of
between points by canal is twice the shortest distance. The earliest locks between Leeds and Bingley are often grouped together to form staircases of 2 or 3 locks, and of course the most spectacular one is the 5 rise at Bingley. Now the canal did well through the 19th century and was used for carrying stone, coal and many other types of goods. Funnily enough, the impact of the railway age was not as great as with other canals.
Oh no, don't say that.
The coming of road transport finally saw commercial traffic on the Leeds and Liverpool dwindling, and the Bradford Canal closed in 1922.
Warehouse.
But commercial traffic continued along the main canal until 1964. Of course, nowadays it's mainly leisure, with various marinas and boat hire companies, and they've developed along the canal, which is now very popular with boaters. It was just here that a very helpful couple of cyclists advised us about the state of the path just a little bit further on. It could have been a little bit tricky for Elizabeth on her mobility scooter. Very, very helpful, and we very grateful to them.
If you go down where that bit of fence is, because it's very tricky.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Go down there. Go down there.
No, it's first time really, is this?
Right.
We're just having a...
See where that gate is, where the
Yeah.
fence is?
Oh, it's
There's a nasty camber there. and it throws
like
you
that,
over.
but you can nearly tip.
I've been
Oh, right, thanks for warning.
Especially coming up.
Yeah. All right.
very careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've never been on this way, we've always gone
Oh,
out
right,
that
okay.
way.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's just
Thanks for warning, yeah, it's...
Well, there's no, there ain't even a fence would block away. That's when it throws you over that way. If you look where he is now, you just come over at brow there. It just throws you over.
Right.
just thought I'd mention.
Yeah, what considerate people. Giving you a warning like that. It's a bit dodgy further on to get your scooter down.
And there's some more of the buildings which the barges would have unloaded the goods.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks to be.
These are
sloping
dotted
over there.
all along this section of canal.
Yeah.
Some are in good condition and some pretty rough. And as you can see, it's very busy with cyclists. You've got to have your wits about you.
Certainly a lot of cyclists about. There is.
Well, if you go up there, where does it take you to?
I'm not sure actually. I'm going to have a look. I don't think you're far from your Costa, do you? I'm not right sure.
Won't tell you.
Right. Thanks for waiting.
And they are good, considerate cyclists there, waiting
Yeah.
to let's get past.
Another bridge. And some kind of a. Oh, it looks like. I don't know what it is. Some motif.
What is it
Very
with
nice,
people
isn't it?
wanting
Yeah,
to
that fully coloured.
paint on walls like this, just graffiti? It's to me, it's just pointless. If you're going to do some graffiti, do some stuff like this here. It's pleasant to look at, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Over there, you see.
It's when you get to this sort of crap, it just spoils the whole area.
Fancy a motorcycle? Some expensive ones in there. Onwards and upwards.
Don't know what it is why people want to scroll graffiti like this all over walls. If you're going to do graffiti, do something that's decent to look at, like this that's just about to appear. This rubbish is no good. Now this is okay, no wrong with this. If you're going to do out on a wall, do this. Pleasant to look at, not this sort of rubbish. Why do they do it? Well, that's just my opinion.
I wonder what that was in its day. There's lots of businesses on the side of the canal, you see. They used to unload the barges and straight into the mills and factories. You having fun?
Yeah.
A load more barges on here. It's funny, all the years we've lived so near, but we've never walked on this part of the canal, never walked on here ever. Other way, yeah, but it's bad walking, but on here it's nice and easy. So in fact it's enjoyable, but other way you're struggling. For sale. Fancy a barge? You'll live on it? Yeah. That's even better days than all. Although it still floats. It's the outboard motor with it and all. That's a big one there, look at that one. Hello. What kind of barge is this, I wonder? It's some kind of an industrial barge. I'm afraid I'm not up on barges. It's Looks like it's had a hard life.
Now this waterway seen here is the Bradford Beck, and it's making its way to the River Aire. Now the beck runs through Bradford, mostly underground.
Saltair boat trip, all seats £5. Is that still in use, I wonder? Looks like we're approaching a boatyard here. Come here to get your barge repaired.
This is called Gallows Bridge Canal Moorings, and it's at Shipley.
I've never seen this boatyard before,
and I believe they're able to accommodate all types of canal boats, including wide beams, narrow boats, barges and river cruisers.
It's been a nice path to walk on, but I wonder if it ends at this point, because loads of holes in the pathway there.
Try everything.
Let's just have a look over this arch. It's quite an old bridge, but look of it. Probably built when the canal was first built. The pathway continues. Okay, on the other side here.
Now I didn't know this, but apparently this is the former junction with the Bradford Canal, which was immediately behind the bridge, which was built to enable boat horses to cross from the Leeds and Liverpool towpath to that of the Bradford Canal. Now the Bradford Canal, it ran for 3 miles southward from the Leeds and Liverpool Canal at Shipley to the centre of Bradford. It had 10 locks arranged as one 3-rise staircase, 3 2-rise staircase and one single-rise lock. The Bradford Canal closed to navigation in 1922.
Right, I think it's time to head back. And here we have another old mill with a chimney still in existence. What was this in its day? Right, back we go. Time for coffee. That looks like rhubarb. Lots of it. Might not be, but it looks like it.
This is a canal basin, which was the canal company premises. Well, as I mentioned before, I'm not against cyclists. I like cycling myself. But you've just got to be careful on here. It's not too bad through the weekday like where we are now. It's at weekends you've got to be careful, especially on a nice fine day. Well, we're making his way slowly but surely back now. Been quite an enjoyable walk on here. We'll have to do it a little bit more often. I think next time we could actually walk to Apley Bridge. That'll be an interesting walk, providing the path is reasonable. It would be interesting to walk the other way towards Bingley, but I don't think the path on there is really suitable. From what we've experienced before, it's been a bit of a rough path to walk on, and it's not been right good
East.
for Elizabeth's mobility scooter. And here we are approaching the cottages again. Now, as we were walking along the canal, we saw this demolition taking place, and didn't really know what were going on or what it was. But on our way back, we stopped and had another look, and a passerby informed us that it's the demolition of the vacant HMRC office complex on the edge of the Salts Mill World Heritage Site. The demolition involved the gradual removal of the building site, which mainly consists of two large hexagonal office blocks, and the material from the demolition will be recycled and used to raise the levels of the site as part of a major flood defence work, which will immediately follow the demolition programme.
Look at that chimney. It's
The new development which was going to follow is the Saltair Riverside development, and it's going to provide 289 new homes, more than 5,000 square feet of commercial office space, designed for flexible working, and a cafe facing onto the new pocket park in Piazza.
Leeds 13.25 miles up. No, he ain't got no for you to eat.
Incidentally, if you don't already know, Salts Mill is set in the UNESCO World Heritage Site at Saltair, and the Grade 2 listed historic mill building was built in 1853 by Sir Titus Salt, along with the village to house his workers, and the whole area is of architectural and historical interest. Now, Salts Mill is home to one of the largest collections of David Hockney's art, and on the ground floor you will find the 1853 gallery, which houses a permanent exhibition of works by David Hockney. Also, on the second floor beyond Salt's book and poster shop is Gallery 2 and the Saltair exhibition. Now, Gallery 2 has a collection of work by Henry Marvel Carr, RA, entitled The Textile Process, and Simon Palmer's collection of Saltair painting and drawings. At the rear of the gallery is the Saltair exhibition, which is a fascinating exhibition which explores Saltair's history from 1853 to the present day. It's well worth a visit.
Back to the,
and there's also a cafe and a restaurant where you can get some food. And also there's some small independent shops in the mill, which includes everything from bikes to antiques. Now, they do have different exhibitions at the mill, and things do vary from time to time. The best thing is really to go have a look at the site, and I've left a link below so that you can click on it and have a look at the website. I think you will find it of interest. Well, that just about concludes our short walk on the canal there. Just a matter now of
Right.
getting round this corner and back up to where the car is
Short walk,
parked.
enjoyable.
Well, I hope you found this video of interest, and once again, thank you for watching.
Careful.